Sure, it's a terrible situation altogether, Mr. Mayor.
How is old Glyn? Our prayers are with him, poor fella.
You're kind indeed, all of you. Worrying about me little brother so. I'm away to find me some loon clover. A sprig or two is sure to bring him back from his little journey into dreamland.
Well then, you'll not object to us tagging along to help, I hope. You've done so much for us over the years, after all.
Thanks, truly. But the place where it grows is always crawling with beasties. I couldn't possibly ask it of you. It's too dangerous.
Oh, come on now, we'll not hear of you.
Is everything okay?
Well now, visitors, is it? Welcome to Inderno, one and all.
Thank you. But are you sure you're all right?
All right, she asks. Huh, sure. If the mayor's wee brother not having woken up for a whole blessed week's your idea of all right, we're grand altogether.
What's the matter with him? Is he sick or something?
His wife died, not so long back. He's been inconsolable ever since. He was dead keen to see her just one last time. Even if it was only in his imagination, he said. So I gave him a bit of dream snoozer.
Oh, I think I've heard of that. It's a medicine that allows one to dream of whatever one wants, isn't it?
That's the one. Glyn went and necked the lot. Bosh, just like that. And now he's been sleeping for 7 days straight. At this rate, I don't know if he'll ever...
But if you find some of this loon clover stuff you mentioned, you might be able to help him?
I reckon so, yeah. We'll need it if we're wanted to make some more dream snoozers, see. If I knock back a dose myself and lay down next to him, I can join him there in Sleepyland. See if we can't figure out what's been afoot.
Eh? You're saying you'll be able to jump into his dreams? I didn't even know that was possible.
Not for everyone, it's not.
That's an asterisk.
So you're familiar with these little yolks, eh?
Yeah, we have a few of our own.
Well, now there's a thing. And you know, I'm reluctant to go using it willy-nilly. 'Tis a gift horse not to be stared in the mouth, or so they say. But I doubt I'll be getting myself any loon clover without it.
Then why don't we get the loon clover for you?
I won't hear of it. The forest's alive with monsters. How could I ask a thing like that of you? Sure, we're only after just having met.
Oh, don't you worry about us. We eat monsters for breakfast.
Well, if you really mean it. Oh, thanks a million. I'll be back at the house getting the other bits and bobs ready. You're saints, the lot of you.
Glenn, we brought you some loon clover. This is the right stuff, isn't it?
Sure, it is all together. Thanks, you lifesavers, you. I'm coming, Glyn. Just a little longer now.
Are you all right?
Sure, just... He's been asleep all this time, and well... What if it's not a dream he's been having, but one long, horrible nightmare? Still, can't be worrying about all that just now. I need to make a start on mixing up the goods. Voila! One batch of dream snoozer fresh from the mortar. Listen, I couldn't ask just one last favour of you, could I?
Certainly. What can we do for you?
You couldn't keep a watch over me and Glyn here while we're sleeping, could you?
We're worried you might not come back either.
Well, there is that, but... It's more that I can't bear the thought of no one being here to keep an eye on him, what with the state he's in and all.
I hope you don't mind me saying this, but aren't you forgetting the other villagers? If you don't come back either, they won't have a mare to look after them.
Ah, sure, they'll be grand altogether. They've no need for stupid old me.
Something tells me they beg to differ, you know.
Look, why don't you let us go instead? You're the only one who can make this medicine anyhow. If you don't make it back, no one can go after you.
Well, now that's just... but I can't just... Can I?
Seriously, don't worry about it. Whatever's going on in there, we can handle it. We'll bring your brother home. I promise. So, this is Glenn's dream.
Oh, Anya! My dear, sweet, lovely Anya.
Anya? Suppose that must have been the name of his wife.
Are you all right?
It's my wife. My lovely Anya. She's been kidnapped.
Huh? Kidnapped? By who?
I'm not altogether sure. They just snatched her up and ran off towards the mountains. I can't just let them take her. I've got to do something.
Hey, wait! Guess this is why he couldn't wake up, huh?
Must be, yeah.
Hang on, though. Aren't dreams supposed to be manifestations of our deepest thoughts and fears? How does that fit in with wife kidnapping exactly?
I suppose there's only one way to find out.
Anya!
Yeah! She's mine now! All mine!
Glenn?
Hang on. He's our kidnapper. He didn't much seem the type.
This is a dream, remember? That's not the real Glenn. It's whoever Glynn thinks he is.
And he thinks he's the type of bloke who'd run off with his wife? Crikey.
Anya's mine, curse you! And not a man jack of you will take her from me.
So it's true, Glenn. You wanted Anya for your own.
No, don't you remember, Glenn? You wanted to help your brother.
You're here to take her off me too, aren't you? Well, she's mine now, just like she always should have been. That's right, Mr. Hero. The Ogre King's got your precious princess, and there's nothing you can do about it.
What's all this about heroes and ogre kings?
I really haven't the foggiest.
It's a dream, you pair of plonkers. It's not supposed to make sense.
You really think this is funny?
She's mine, curse you! The princess is all mine! should have been mine from the get-go. What she ever saw in a gutless wonder such as yourself, Glyn, I'll never know. If yous are here to try and take my lovely Anya back and all, eh? Then you'll feel my boots in your behind.
Here I go. I'm going all in. I've got a little something for you. This'll do it.
Glyn knows it too, deep down in his heart. Anya should have been mine all along. I had no choice but to take matters into my own hands. Now come on with you, Mr. Hero. You'll be needing to defeat this here Ogre King if you want to win the princess back. That's or leave her in my devilish clutches for good.
Yeah, I'm all set! Deal with
The
this.
handsome hero always wins the day, eh?
To see. And so, the Ogre King is defeated!
Glenn!
Gah! Wipe that gormless look off your face, will you? The princess chose you, didn't she? And there you are doubting her. Feckless Egypt that you are. What?
He's right, Glenn. You're the hero of the story. I love you. Always have, always will. It's you I wanted to be with and no one else.
But...
No ifs, no buts. Now do what you've got to do and face the Ogre King.
Ogre King? Glenn, you mean?
Come on, hero boy. I'm waiting for you.
Anya? Glenn!
So, what do you say, Glyn? I think it's about time you woke up. Don't you?
You're right. Can't very well run away from this much longer now, can I?
You're awake, so you are.
All right there, Glenn.
So? Did you see your Anya there in Dreamland?
Yeah, thanks. It meant a lot. But she told me I had to face up to you one last time.
Hey.
There's something I should have told you a while back. I know you liked her. And that you gave her up for my sake. And I know that, well, that she probably liked you too. Preferred you even.
Sure, what'll we do with you? Brother of mine or no, you're an awful gobdaw, so you are. Wait there a second. Have a read of that, will you?
It's from Anya.
Sorry, Glenn. There's no easy way to say this, but I just don't feel that way about you. It's your brother I love. I hope you can forgive me.
Sent her a little love letter way back when, so I did. And that's what I got in return. The old brush off. Sure, I had to learn to deal with it, and an awful kick in the teeth it was too. But give her up for your sake. Not a bit of it. I didn't have to step aside. I was already out of the picture.
Glenn.
You loved Anya. And by crikey, she loved the pants off you. Give her that much, will you? Heavens rest her soul. Hey, do you remember when we were kids? I was always the ogre king, Anya the princess, and you the noble hero.
So, the hero and princess stuff in your dream, that was a memory of the games you used to play?
I reckon so. Anya used to love to see this one play the hero, so she did. And I was always the awful, ugly, horrible old ogre king.
Sure, I never thought anything of it.
Ah, bittersweet memory. She can be a cruel mistress.
You think we should maybe give these two some time alone?
Yes, that would probably be for the best.
Hang on just a second. You've done me and my brother both a favour we'll not soon be able to repay. Here, 'tis the least I can do.
Wait, are you sure?
That I am. You'll have more use for it than me, no doubt. Drop by if you're ever in the area again, won't you?
Of course we will. Thank you ever so much.
All right, time to... Oh, what's the matter, Gloria?
Oh, nothing, really. It's just... Well, the Anya in Glyn's dream, she was just a figment of his imagination, wasn't she?
Aye, just a memory, that's all.
So why did she tell Glyn to face up to Glenn that one last time? I'm not sure it's exactly what Glyn wanted to do, are you? But then, perhaps that's why it took his dream wife to persuade him.
Yeah, I guess it is kind of strange now you mention it.
Hey! What if it was actually the real Anya?
Ah, come on. It was just Glyn's way of geeing himself up to confront his brother.
Shut up, spoil sport. Can't a girl dream?
Ha! You believe what you want to believe. Far be it from me to stop you.
Exactly. Let's leave it at that, shall we?
Thank you.